Scorpios, it's Nick and Nala. I hope you guys are doing good. All right, so Scorpios are really covering a little bit of work, health, and love for this week. And I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box. And this is for my Scorpio sun, moon, rising, and Venus, okay? We also have the full moon in Aquarius this week, I think on Saturday, the 24th. So if you need to detach, release certain things, this is the week to do so. But don't get too stuck in your head, okay? Just gotta release it, detach, and cut ties with anything that is necessary for your mental clarity, mental peace, okay? All right, so let's just get right into it. So Scorpios, I feel like here that you may get, or you may feel a little bit like annoyed or frustrated with someone or a situation because it's like they should already know, like I shouldn't have to tell them. You kind of like expect the person to just kind of get it without you having to say it. Like you don't like to explain yourself. You want them to just like get the hint and hopefully like catch on. But you know, sometimes people don't see things or don't, you know, like understand it as fast as maybe you would want them to. And so that can sometimes make you look at them like, are you dumb? Like, how do you not get it? Like, I'm like, it's so obvious, but maybe what's obvious to you may not always be obvious to other people. So just something to keep in mind, but we'll get into it in just a moment. So when it comes to your health, Scorpios, I feel like you're going through like recovery or like releasing, some kind of recovery releasing process this week, whether it's like physically, emotionally, mentally, internally. Maybe you're recovering from injury, recovering from some kind of back pain, back problem with your knees, recovering from trauma. You know, it could be finally making peace with something or finishing off sessions with a therapist, with a counselor, physical therapy. It's like you're finally like coming to an end of something that was causing maybe some trouble, some issues for you, but now you're kind of reaching the end, and it's not going to get any worse. Like it was as bad as it got, but now you're like, you can only go up from here. So if you had a really bad injury or surgery or something, now is like the week where you're finally recovering. You're seeing improvements and progress. I was gonna say process, no, progress. Also, like if there was anything that beat you down or caused stress, depression, anxiety, you're finally coming out of that darkness. You're finally starting to see the light and not feel so heavy or not feel so down. Just a lot of recovering and releasing for you guys, okay? So keep your mind at peace and let go, detach of things that are not good for you, and find ways. I think this week you're really going to be finding ways to transmute any negative experiences, negative energies, and seeing how to change your perception, your perspective about it. And I feel like that's going to like break you free. That's going to like release you. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, Scorpios, I feel like you are a strong leader. Especially this week, people see you as a strong leader, creative, passionate, motivational. I see some of you could be entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, or you're working on it as your side hustle, your side business, or you're really out here trying to make things happen, and you have a lot of like passions, a lot of motivations. And I feel like people really respect that about you. They respect your drive, they respect your hustle. Oh, butterfly. I love seeing butterflies. They make me so happy. So I feel like that is a really great sign that you're literally going to be transforming like a butterfly, and your life is going to be changing, and certain ideas, business ideas, things that you had, oh my God, it's so big too, are going to be blossoming for you. And I think a lot of you, like, you find that inspiring, but then sometimes this week you may be like, I have a lot to do. Like, oh my gosh, those are some big goals or some big plans. All right, I can do it. So don't procrastinate this week if you need to get things done. And I think you will. I feel like you know how to make things happen. Like, you're not lazy, but you may have a moment you're like, wow, this is a lot, but I can handle it. I got what it takes. So you're a strong leader. Know your power, know your strength, and that people will follow you. People will feel inspired by you. And there are people around you, maybe that you don't even know, that you inspire just by being you. And that alone should maybe make you feel better about yourself. But of course, do it for you, not for anyone else. But I feel like you may have strong leadership roles this week. Maybe you're kind of stepping it up or stepping in for someone. And I feel like a lot of you do things better on your own. Like, you know how to do things the right way. And like when someone else does it, you're like, they just mess it up. Like, I'm better off doing it myself. So you could be a really like do it yourself type of person and just like really action oriented. So this week is a lot of action, a lot of things going on, and you're kind of leading the way. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your love, relationships, and dating, Scorpios, I feel like here you're connecting with someone who's super loving, sweet. Maybe this person has kids or is a single parent, but I feel like they're a sweet person. They could also be a Scorpio, possibly, or a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a younger fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But of course, it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy that this person is embodying at this moment. But I feel like this person is someone that like, when you meet them, or this could be past, present, or future, right? Like you recently met them, or you're about to meet them, or you're dealing with them right now. I feel like when you met them, or as soon after you met them, they were going through some kind of thing in their life, some big change, some big transformation. It seems like you may even notice like the people you always come across, you deal with, like they're always dealing with something. You're like, I can never just meet someone who's just like, their life is good, peaceful. It's like they're always going through something. But I feel like you're used to it by now. You kind of just know that's how it goes. And you're kind of like, this is like common territory. Like, I know what to do. I think you really like them. I think you feel like a connection there, and you're feeling comfortable to talk to them, to give them guidance, or to show them support. And I feel like there's a lot of exchanges going back and forth with you guys, sharing a lot of thoughts, talking to them, getting to know them. You may be asking them a lot of questions, or they're asking you questions, but I feel like you're trying to get more about them. You just want to know more about them. And this person is kind of going through something that they feel a little bit confused about, or they have a lot of work to do. I feel like they have a lot of work to do in improving, but you see that they're trying. So you like that, you appreciate that. It's not about like you being perfect already. It's about you still putting the effort to be better. And I feel like that's what's most important. And I think you see that, and so you want to help them and kind of help them get on their feet, or help put them on the right path. And you start to do a lot for them. Maybe you really commit to them like really soon, or you really just make things a lot easier for them because you care. You just like, you have sympathy, or you want to be there for them. You want to show them that you're serious. You want to show them that, hey, like, I'm not playing games. I really do like you, and I'm willing to invest and help you out in any way, shape, or form that I'm able to. And as you do that, I feel like this person does appreciate it, but then they start to get too comfortable. Like, they get used to you doing things for them, used to you buying them everything, making everything easy for them. And it's not like your fault, but it just feels like they start to like slack, you know, and they not putting maybe their part as much, not because they don't care about you, but because you made it so easy for them that they got used to it. Okay. And then you start to get kind of like, well, you know, like, I wish this, like, I'm doing all this, but like, what about me? Like, I thought this person would like be doing things for me, or at least showing me appreciation or love and support. And I feel like they're not doing it. You may feel like they're taking me for granted. And so you start to be a little bit passive aggressive, or show some kind of weird signs, weird energies, in the hopes that they'll catch on or like get the hint. But they don't, and so you get kind of irritated because you don't want to say it, because maybe it's nothing really like big deal that you can just say, but you're hoping they just kind of like get the hint of what you're trying to what you're trying to like make them understand. And so they like hit you up, or they talk to you like, oh, let's go do this, or what's going on, and they're just kind of acting like nonchalant, like nothing. And you're still being kind of like low-key, maybe not being as sweet, or not as responsive, or being a little passive aggressive, and they still don't catch on, and you're just like, oh my gosh, okay, well, you're not really mad at them, you're just like maybe a little bit annoyed because you feel like they're kind of immature maybe, and you feel like, I'm dealing with a child or someone who doesn't know how to like 50-50, you know, do for me as I do for you. Like, let's say, you know, you bought them something or you did something really special for them. It's not that you expect for them to do the same thing for you, but you expect for them to, like, you know, thank you in some way. Maybe like, you know, hug you or give you a kiss, or I don't know, like do something nice for you. It doesn't have to be that thing, like, but something that makes you feel like there's a return, like a exchange of energy, if that makes sense, right? It's like, you know, the typical like husband and wife, like husband goes, makes money, comes home, the wife is like cooking or taking care of the kids. It's like there's an exchange of energy where like they're not doing the same thing, but they're helping each other in different ways. And you know, you can have your opinions of what you believe in, but that's just an example. And then they start to kind of pick it up, like, what the heck, what's going on with Scorpio? Why are they being so weird? Why are they being kind of mean? Why are they like being kind of short with me? Like, what's going on? Like, they have an attitude, like, and they don't understand. They just think you're having an attitude. They think you're being mean or something changed with you. And so now they don't realize what their actions, you know, what they did wrong. And I think you just need to tell them, Scorpio. Honestly, I think you need to tell them because they don't get it. They don't understand it. And I think maybe after this time, they may start to understand it more. But as you know, you're getting to know someone, it's really important to communicate, because not everyone can read your mind. Not everyone can like see what you're trying to point across. And sometimes you just have to say it, even though it's uncomfortable and you don't want to, but it helps strengthen the relationship as they get to know you. They're like, oh, okay, that annoys you. You don't like that. Okay, now I know. But you can't always expect people to just know like what ticks you off or what annoys you. Like, sometimes you need to tell them, like, yeah, I like this, or I don't like it when you do that, or it makes me uncomfortable. Like, it's okay to kind of express that, let them know. Okay, because I feel like they're gonna like come at you aggressively, like, what's going on, Scorpio? Why are you giving me attitude? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you text me back? Why did you ignore me for 3 days? What's going on? Like, I feel like they're gonna be angry, and you're gonna be like, it was so obvious. What do you mean? So just talk to each other. I don't think this is like, oh my gosh, a deal breaker. You guys are gonna like break up or stop talking. It's just, you guys need to talk. Okay, it's like a very fixable little issue. Okay, so we're diving deeper in the extended to get more information, to see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action or move will be towards you, and then also your advice. All right, so we will continue this in the extended. The link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care, and I wish you guys all the best. Have a beautiful day.